is where legends bow down. Feet on fire as the waves applaud. Superstar steps and straight from the gods. Lex entry, the world turns to see. The power and grace of destiny's free. With the sun at their back and the stars in their flight, the island's champion shining so bright. Palm trees sway when the story unfolds. The echoes of triumph and breezes bold. Lex paints the skies with an unstoppable might. Every stage becomes their light. In the heart of the sea where champions reside, Lex Henry reigns on a decimal tide. Strength in the name, courage in their voice. The island roars, it's made its choice. Lex Henry, the world turns to see. The power and grace of destiny's free. With the sun at their back and the stars in their flight, the island's champion shining so bright. On the heart of the sea where champions reside, Lex Hendry reigns an unstoppable tide. Strength in the name, courage in their voice. The island roars, it's made its choice. Lex Hendry, the world turns to see. The power and grace of destiny's free. With the sun at their back and the stars in their flight, the island's champion shining so bright. On the shores of glory, they carve their name. Lex Henry unyielding, the island's flame. Forever walking within the clouds gleam. The world's greatest star, the island's dream.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello, 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 hello. Can you hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3. We have another stream ready to roll out, man. It is Wednesday, February 18th. We are ready to drop some heat. I know some of you guys are a little worried, like this little nice dog we got here on the screen. Plenty of you guys have a lot of concerns. We have a new article. We have some entrances. We're going to go over everything and then some. If you guys haven't watched our latest videos on the channel, be sure to check it out because we got some crazy details this week with 2 new ringside reports. We went over my GM. We went over the Universe and Creation Suite. So there was a lot this week. And today we got a brand new article about My Rise, and this came from Tech Radar. So let me take off all these little ads that we have on their page. Let me blow up the article here, which is what we're gonna be checking out here in just a second. But first, I gotta greet you guys. I gotta say hello to everyone in the chat. Thank you guys for tuning into the videos, to the streams. I appreciate every single one of you. I see we already have 95 votes in. Are you excited for 2K26? Hayes Gaming, thank you for subscribing. Yes, 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 88%. Nah, 3% and 9%. I don't know yet. All right, so we have a good amount of people that are saying yes, a few saying no. But either way, we can all agree that we're trying to stay in tune with all the details so we can see how we ultimately feel before launch. But like I said, we gotta say hello to the chat first. So we got, what's going on, Leader? We got Tribal One. Keisha's here. I see you back, Keisha. Derek, Kyron, Tan, Justin, LA Knight. Yeah. I hate 2K games? Okay. Okay. You hate 2K games so much that you want to be in every stream mentioning it. We got, let's see. All right, I said Ace. We got Hey Fan, Jassy, Jay, Sammy, Straight Edge, Trevor. All right, Jerry. I see we got a lot of people up in here. Honestly, first WWE game I've been hyped for in a while. Nice. What up, John? What up, Demon? I got a clown in the chat, man. It is what it is, man. We got 41 likes. We got 89 people tuning in. We don't got no time for none of that because we have plenty to go over. What up, Chase? We have so much to go over. So let's kind of brush over some of the things that I already talked about in the video, but I just want to kind of give you guys a little recap of what we have seen so far. Starting with the WWE 2K site updating 2 brand new ringside reports Monday and Tuesday. We saw My GM get revealed, and we also saw the Universe Creation Suite get revealed alongside with that interview that Pro Wrestling Shoot did. Shout out to him. Check him out. It's on his channel. Talking to some developers and breaking down everything that's coming to the game, including the Universe/Creation Suite. So they talked about how you set up your season. They tweaked and gave us some more customization features, which I really appreciate. I really do appreciate the level of customization that we are now witnessing within these modes, right? We're able to do so much more in Universe, and now My GM follows as well with some better budgeting mechanics. You're going to be able to have 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 6 million, and 7 million to start off your My GM series. And if you guys haven't played My GM, I highly suggest you give it a shot. You may end up enjoying it. I know I did a couple of years ago. Last year I skipped out on it just because I was burnt out. I was too tired. I played it too much the previous year. It was all too familiar and similar. And one thing that I could say about the familiarity that I've seen everywhere is that the menus look the same. I understand keeping things, slightly similar for players to really get around easily and understanding what they're doing, but damn, I like seeing a menu change. I like to see for the menu to get spiced up, so they didn't really do that too much, and it feels like we're back in My GM from previous years, just a little bit enhanced, which seems to be the case with a lot of the stuff that they've brushed over. So we got the draft back. We got ring levels now, which I really like the fact that wrestlers now have another category to pretty much box them up and compartmentalize the list here to really separate the top tier talent from the middle and the bottom. You still got the classes, which I don't really like. I'll be changing that around. You got the roles, heel, face. You can always mess with that in the My GM series. But most importantly, one thing that we could really focus on here is the damn matchmaking, guys. I was stressing out with My GM for a while because, let's face it, the matchup screen was a little boring. The matchup layout was a little sad, and it was just lackluster. It left us wanting more and wishing we had more, and they finally delivered on that promise, updating My GM with just about every match type you can think of. I know that they don't have every single one in there just yet, unfortunately, but I do like that they've given us a good bit in comparison to previous years. So let's head back to the chat to see what you guys are saying. You're so hyped, really excited about the body morphing. What up, Nick? What up, Eric? You like the draft? It's going to be crazy day one. It will be. What up, Joshua? Hey, Lex, I'm looking forward to Universe mode. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in just a second. But I do agree with you from your last video. They need to put in where we could go backstage. Yes, man. I am feeling a little bit better. I don't know why. I got my eye a little swelled up now. It was so funny because Carter commented on one of my videos saying, hey, man, you look a little tired. What's going on? Or do you feel burnt out? I'm not burnt out. I've been sick. I've been dealing with all this crap. But I'm feeling a lot better. Thanks for asking. What was that intro scene? What do you mean? What intro scene? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. But that Mizora theme is a must for me, so I'll take it. Hey, man, they're going to have a lot of cool things this year, it seems, from the unlockable standpoint. Going around streams bashing the game, what a waste of time. I mean, yeah, man, there's just so many people out there that do that, and I just really question the fact that they really hate it as much as they claim to when they love parading around doing that. What up, Jesse? I see you. I see you, Ultimate Grubbing. Always good to be in your stream. Thank you, Keisha. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself here. You loving my GM? My GM needs options to turn off class types. I wish they had an easy option like that. Yes, exactly. Same game. I mean, if it's the same game for you, it's the same game for you. I'm not going to convince you otherwise. What up, Zachary? Signs of gorilla option features. Oh, man, I would like to see that. Somewhat disappointed with Obafemi model. I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it with you guys here in real time. What is that intro song? It's a song that I use here for the channel, Lex Hendry. You think the blur box is the pass? I'm not too sure, honestly. I'm not too sure. My GM looking nice. Yeah, man, it does look a lot better. Maybe even Gorilla Mode. I know. Shout out to Just Brian, man. He's talking about that Gorilla Mode. He loves that Gorilla Mode. What up, Alan? What's going on? How do you feel about Chris Jericho's contract being frozen? Oh, I didn't know it was frozen. That's crazy. It is being frozen, isn't it? That's wild. They don't want him to leave. Well, he's on tour right now, but I don't know. All right, so let's wrap up this. Like I did a video already, so I just wanted to touch base on some of these things real quick. So 5-way, 6-way, 3v3, triple threat tag, 8-way, 4v4, fatal 4-way tag, 1 versus 2, 1 versus 3, 1 versus 4. You got ladder matches, battle royal, bloodline rules, I Quit, Infernal, Dumpster, 3 stages of hell. That's a lot to go over, but I'm just kind of brushing over these things quickly because I do have the video up. Again, I'm just reminding you because I have been dropping plenty of content there and I don't want to overlap what I've already talked about. But I did want to tell you guys that I'm excited for the changes that they've made for this mode, because not only are we getting the usual pay-per-views, but if you notice, they did add Worlds Collide. I like that they added the AAA PLE, and we also got the NXT PLEs as well mixed in there. So I feel like the scheduling shows is going to be a lot better, especially when you're managing the roster with the different budgeting mechanics that you can now function with. It's really up to you on how you want to approach this mode. It's always been that way, but now more than ever. And I could always appreciate when they expand that. That's one of the main things that I really like about that. And you could even turn off the power card store, especially when you're playing with friends. They didn't give us an update on the online MyGM situation. They didn't really say if they gave us a lot of new features there or different features altogether in comparison to online. So I'm a little worried that MyGM Online didn't really get a lot of love this year, but you know, they only have so much time. That's something that we always have to be reminded of. But we did get some new GMs, right? We could use the created GMs, but we could use an anonymous GM. You got Stacy Keibler, Bobby Heenan now. They were sure to let us know that we got some new ones. And custom GM is back. We got CM Punk, Mr. Fuji, Miss Elizabeth. You know, the list is right there. We've gone over that. We got the challenges back. We got the Slammy Awards. I'm really excited to see what those look like in the game in real time. But we do have some more ringside report to brush over here real quick. And that is going to be the one that came out yesterday, which is the Universe and Creations. I know I said I was going to stream depending on what content we got. And I didn't do the stream because I preferred to drop the video instead. And now here we are looking at the Universe stuff. What really has me excited about the Universe mode this year, which we went over that already too, just about everything, right? But let me scroll down here. The promos, self-promos, call-out/interruption, open challenges, post-match interviews. I really like that they now have all these connecting storylines where you can really challenge a champion. The champion comes out with the belt. You could do the interruption. You could do the open challenge where you do spontaneous title defenses. You could challenge them to certain match types in the middle of the moment. I like the interaction. That's what I felt it was really, truly missing when it comes to promos. And I feel like they answered the call, at least for something that I really wanted to see, because I felt like the promos were kind of like a whatever edition. But now it feels like a significant one, in my opinion. On top of the promos, you already saw I skipped over it here, but you can see that we have the Money in the Bank cash-in mechanic that will now pop up in the middle of the match if you have a Money in the Bank winner. If you have someone with the briefcase, you could do it mid-match, post-match, however you see fit. And I really like that they added that feature because I felt like this game was missing that. It was glitched in the past based on what people were saying within the community, and it just didn't work out the way I thought it should. So this is one step closer to doing it right, and I hope they do the same for exhibition mode, if that's even a possibility there this year. Another thing they really focused on when it comes to the universe is that they gave us even more sliders to really navigate through in our options menu. The creation wizard will help you set up the universe mode, but I highly suggest you guys check out the sliders when the game comes out and when you have it in your hands. That way it truly plays out like a real WWE universe that you want it to be. Because if you don't play it out with these sliders adjusted, I'm afraid that I got some bad news. No, but I'm afraid that we're going to see a lot of repetitive cutscenes, which is what happened to me, especially when I was doing the superstar mode. But they kind of went over it quickly. You know, they gave us some huge quality of life features, right? How can I forget to mention the draft? But I feel like we've talked about that draft so much that at this point we already know all that there is to know. But I like that it's an event that's a week long. You're going to be able to really play into how the draft works in real life. So the presentation is going to be there, and I'm really excited for that. Just to do it a couple times and see how fun it actually is in real time. So you can do championship open challenges. Yes, you can do open challenges, it seems, for the champion and with the champion. What up, Rio Yeet? How's it going? Am I going to play a season of My GM in 26? Yeah, this year I'll be playing My GM. With the updates they gave us, I have to. What up, Optimus? I see you. Who voted nah? I mean, 3% voted nah, and it's okay. I'm going to try to play all the molds this year. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you, Demon. Yeah, I'm going to try to do the same. Last year I skipped out on... Well, I got to finish my Rise, so that's something that I got to do here soon. But they apparently froze it over him touring instead of being with the company. Basically, Ray Phoenixed him. Oh, wow. So that is what derailed Jericho from jumping over. Interesting. If you need someone to play My GM online with, you know I'm game. Yeah, I didn't play it or try it out last year, so I may take you up on that offer. That would sound like a lot of fun, honestly. Why do people fell for this cash grab? What do you mean fell? You fell? I'm popping before I got class. What's up? What up, Jace? All right. So now that we kind of went over some of the cool things that I felt they announced for Universe Mode, we can go over the Creation Suite. The Creation Suite is going to have a lot of new things for the Create a Superstar. I feel like the Create a Superstar is what really got the big update. With the body morphing, with the color, you know, for the hair coloring, two-toned hairs, and just blending all that stuff all together. That is a big deal. Just like the Switch now can really create characters with custom body paint, custom images as well. You could do the mouse control on the Switch. So people on the Switch are going to have some cool features to mess around with finally, because 2k25 didn't have the custom images, which was a problem, and it didn't really support the Switch Joy-Con mouse control. So now that you can do that, I'm sure we're going to see a lot better creations in the Nintendo Switch. But Create an Arena just got the LED barricades, the new announcer table styles. They gave us customization, new customization features for ring mat, aprons, and announcer table covers. And I know you guys are probably saying, well, Lex, what did you want to see with the Create an Arena? For me, Create an Arena has been just missing the same level of love and care that they gave and have given the Create a Superstar. I feel like Create an Arena has been on ice for a while, and this year, yeah, they at least gave us a nice win with the LED stuff, but I feel like we should have gotten something where they allowed us to utilize these props, you know, and change the stage into like a brawling area of sorts. Like really allow us to create an arena or a brawling center. Like imagine doing an arena without a ring, without a Tron, and just making it like this huge area to fight, like kind of like what AEW did with Stadium Stampede, but not necessarily a battle royale mode, just a mode where you could, you know, fight however, you know, you set it up to look like. I don't think that if you use the props that are already in the game and the things that are already set up for Create an Arena, there's an issue there, but they haven't created that infrastructure yet, unfortunately, and I wish they really gave us that, because it would make you know, those kinds of brawling matches live even longer than they already do, because I do love the new brawling area they gave us with the island. I do love the brawling areas they gave us last year with the parking lot and the backstage warehouse. So I am happy with the brawling situation. It's been a lot better than it has been in a while, but you know, we already knew this. Create an image. Now you're going to be able to go from 1,000 to 2,000 slots. So everything has been pretty much doubled, except for the uploads online. I think it's kind of weird that everything stayed around 80. You know, guys like What's the Status and Marty, all those creators out there that are awesome, sometimes have to create multiple accounts just to be able to get the creations uploaded for us, because they upload so much. So, you know, at the end of the day, did the creation suite get the updates that you wanted and got the love that you wished it got? Yes and no. Yes, the Create a Superstar, like I said, it's going to be a game changer for so many. The morphing is a game changer overall as well. The level of customization has grown, no doubt about that. I can't overshoot the fact that they gave us some significant updates that we all really needed. But when it comes down to the brawling, when it comes down to the creation within the arenas, I'm not feeling too hyped up about that at the moment. Is that generic arena set they shown in the create? No, it's not new. They do have it in the... Someone posted it on Twitter and called them out on it, saying that it's template 4 in 2k25. So I don't get why they limit people like Marty M. I just wish they gave us more structures, you know, and it would make the creation for the arenas so much better. Do you know when we're going to see gameplay? Good question, Dalton. Well, I do know that the Creator Fest is happening real soon, and not long after that, they will lift the embargo and we'll see the stuff. Create an arena generally needs a rehaul. Exactly, man. So we're going to get some real gameplay probably within the next week, right? Because the game comes out in just like 2 weeks, I think it is. They're hiding gameplay. They're not hiding gameplay. They're doing the same rollout for the most part. So the game comes out in 2 weeks, yeah. So the people that are going to play it early are going to play it early probably this week or this coming week, and then they'll get to put up the footage not long after. So we need Lexx in the Creator Fest and told to 2K. Well, look, a lot of people do mention some valid points for the modes overall. It's like me going and telling them, hey guys, do the creation changes for the arena. That's not gonna do you know, that's not gonna be a big game changer. Marty M be making some crazy arenas. Yeah, he has, but he has to mod and stuff. I just wish they gave us things that I love creating arenas. 2 weeks, yeah, I think they'll likely... Yes, exactly. First 30 minutes and all that. Yo, flexing. What up, Hanzo? What do you mean flexing? Flexing what? Alright, so we went over the ringside report in video, a little bit in stream the other day, and now as well. So let's get to Twitter and see the new entrances that they've uploaded. I'm not going to play the music because you know how that works. But let's put it big on the screen. Wait, what? We're going to put it at 1080p. They uploaded this one at 1080p. Of course, they had to upload this one at 1080p. Still looks a little pixelated. But we got the Yeet Mania here. Jey Uso making his way to the ring, doing the same animation, but the crowd... Like, we have a kid sitting here, so they did do some changes. I don't know if that kid sitting there sideways like that was a glitch or it was intended to be that way, but I do feel like the crowd has been touched up a little bit. Jey Uso looks awesome with this gear, with the grills, the shades. Like, they've done so great, right? By Jey Uso. It's great. There's not much else I can say other than... You know, I wish they would have probably given us, I don't know if a different attire, but a different crowd reaction maybe. Like maybe if the crowd made different sounds, more dynamic sounds is what I wish we would have gotten. Because other than that, there's not really a whole lot I can complain about when it comes to Jey Uso's entrance. He's already looked really good. He doesn't really need another scan. They just need to update his attires, which I'm sure he's gonna get a couple of personas throughout the seasons and my faction and all that. I like him. I like what they've done with him. So Jey Uso, that was pretty cool. Not much to pause and look around, but we do have Chelsea Green, which they knocked her out of the park. They changed her attire, they changed her makeup. She's coming out with her Secret Service, and everyone has their real motion. I love it. I'm enjoying everything they've done with the motion capture that they've shown so far. Like, they got real superstars to do their own motion capture. Chelsea Green was one of them, and you just love to see it, right? That is one of the biggest things that we can celebrate in this year's game. The hair looking better, maybe not having the features that we wish it had, like the flow we wished it had, but at least it stays in position good enough for it to hold the integrity of the superstar. And the character looks just, I mean, look at Chelsea Green. She just looks so damn good. And you know, the fact that they were able to change her attire and makeup and get it right is cool to see, because she's one of those superstars that is constantly changing. I mean, they have a different render for her in the game versus the attire they gave her. It's funny because she just changes way too often. So that's another really good entrance in my opinion. And then we got Lash Legend. This one came out today. This one I haven't seen at all. Another 1080p. Cool. So we got 1080p. Let's see Lash Legend. I haven't seen her at all. I know she's on SmackDown now. She was really good at NXT. I'm hoping they did. Oh, okay. Let me see. I was going to say, I'm hoping they did good by her. So they got her hair bunched up in the back and kind of hanging. But you see the little buns, and it has, like, it's not wrapped, but it's tied down. I like the tie-in. I like the, you see, look at those layers. You see how you could tell the difference. Some of it is wavy. Some of it is a little more straight. There's some imperfections like real life. And I like the attire too. How do you guys feel about Lash Legend? Even the makeup is on point. Let's see when she gets in the ring. Let's see if they have her body type actually, because Lash Legend, she has some really long legs. She's a tall woman. So let's see when she's in the ring. All right, the hair flow is good. Good hair flow. It goes to the front, goes to the back. Even her lashes stick out really good. So her hair moves like in groups. Her hair moves in groups. I don't like how she looks here, but she looks really good overall. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat about Lash Legend. This good, but the motion isn't updated. Chelsea Green's forehead's so big. She does have a big forehead though, depending on the hairstyle she wears. I like that you can have multiple attires in universe mode now. That is awesome. That is awesome. Did you see that raw flash? What do you mean? She still has the metaphor motion? Ah, I see what you're saying. Yes, it's the same as last year. Oh, you're talking about the animation. You're talking about the animation. Well, this is not the same attire though, right? Any news on Batista? Nah, 2K has changed up a lot of superstars. Maybe body morphing helped? Yes. Had to help. She has a new Rough Rider animation. Nice. What up, Bishop? Oh, yeah. Secret Hervis. You're right. Yeah, her motion capture is as real. You're right, for Chelsea Green. She looks good, but they have to fix her entrance video before the 13th. The 13th. I don't see the point in my GM when they gave us a draft in universe mode. Managing the contracts, like there's other... It's kind of like a strategic experience versus universe. It's pretty much no limits. Will you be live streaming 2K26 during early access? Of course, I'm gonna be live streaming 2K26 all year round, just like I did with 2K25. What up, Cactus? Absolutely perfect. I mean, look, guys, at least they got her looking good. That's what I was referring to. Her animation and all the extra stuff. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Her skin is too light. You think so? It might be the lighting. Her makeup. Yeah, I like her makeup. I like her makeup. I like her attire. Man, I didn't really notice the metaphor, but that's because, you know, I'm not as familiar with her as some of you guys are. But let's go back and see what you're talking about. You're talking about the metaphor. Well, at least she didn't do like the spin, but she is doing the Lash Legend. You know, that animation. But yeah, you're right. She isn't doing any of the new stuff. Now that you guys pointed that out, I'm looking at her and I don't see her doing any of the new stuff that she does with Nia Jax. So you are right. They could have done, but she does do this walk, guys. She does do a walk like that. She does do the lash stuff still. So it's very similar to what she does in real life. It's not like it's far off. I do get it. It's a new game. It's a new year. They have her looking different with her attire and all that stuff. So you want her to get the metaphor. That's I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay. But at least the character model's good. At least the character model's good. So this is Obafemi. You guys, now I am very familiar with Obafemi. I love Obafemi. Let's see what they did with my guy who's now on Monday Night Raw. He got called up. Obafemi. Is this the same attire? I don't remember if this, or last year they gave him the green one. I gotta look him up. What about the hairstyle? I mean, they gave him the same entrance. He does do the same entrance. I feel like, I'm thinking they updated the hair, didn't they? I haven't used him in the game in a little bit. I haven't gone on 2k25 in a little bit. I took a break from it. So I can't compare the side by side. I should have compared the side by side though. As a matter of fact, I do have the video here on my computer, so let me pull that up real quick. We're gonna look at the Obafemi. I have his entrance recorded, so let me compare. That way I give you guys a real analysis in real time. Cause I mean he looked good last year. The ruler. All right, here. Oh no, the hair is actually the same. Let me see. So the bottom is the video, the entrance from last year. So they did update the hair, guys. You could see that they updated the hair. The lighting is much better in the new game. The lighting is way better. You see the difference? See, these are the differences that you don't appreciate. These are the differences that you don't appreciate unless you do a side-by-side comparison. The hair does look better. The lighting is way better in the new one. Even the skin tone is a little different based on the lighting too. They do have the updated attire. I'm looking at the difference. Well, this one has the gold armband. I changed the animation there because I did the third person. Yeah, no, he does look better in 2k26. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Like, yeah, it's the same entrance animation. There's no need to lie about that. But he does do the same thing in real life. I mean, the lighting in real life in the new one is just way better. There's just There's just no way to overlook that. There's no way to overlook that. I'm glad. I'm happy with the subtle changes. I'm happy with the subtle changes. I'm happy with the subtle changes. You can see that they touched him up a little bit. I wish he had more swag. I mean, yeah, they could have added a little more swag. Last Legend looks really bad. You think so? So am I like the only one? The strut isn't interactive enough. He looks bigger. I think he looks just about the same. But they did fix his attire with the more modern one. They did give him more hair, more smoke, better lighting, better colors. The dog struck. Yeah, the dog came out at the start. He looks smaller, you think so? There's a glitch in Chelsea Green's hat. Kenny Bomb pointed it out. Look at Kenny spotting everything. They got to drop his hair. I hope they give us a persona with his hair dropped. I agree. I wanted him with the hair drop as well. Am I going to use Obafemi? Oh, yeah. LWF and offline as well. Hold on. Wait. We got 81 likes and 177 plus people in here? Ladies and gentlemen, drop a like for your boy Lexxaruni. Help out the stream. Help out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Don't miss out on another stream or video. We talk about WWE games, wrestling, and then some. We're going to be doing our live watch along for the Elimination Chamber coming up real soon. So let's enjoy this Obafemi entrance one more time in full screen like the other superstars, because I got to see the side-by-side comparison. But now I get to really enjoy the differences since we pointed it out. I mean, dude, yeah, they gave him for sure more hair. For sure more hair. And I could see the difference in his attire. It's a completely different band up top, and the other one is a little similar, but it is more of what he's worn recently. I like the strut. I don't think that the strut is all that bad. They could have given him a little bit more pump into it, I guess. If, like, right here in this part right here, they could have made him bounce a little bit more or had him record it again. But, guys, you gotta really consider your resources. You can't update everyone immediately right away. So hopefully they do a persona for Obafemi. They give us the hair down Obafemi, because he's fought plenty of times with the hair down, especially when the match starts. It gets all crazy, and I want to see that interaction. That's something that I would like to see. Have him get put through a table and his hair kind of like pops out or something. But Obafemi, all things considered, I'm happy with the model. So that's how I feel about it. DJ, welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Wait, I didn't change it to the full screen. Did I? I'm sorry. I wanted you guys to see my reaction, I guess, a little bigger. But yeah, I don't have a problem with the strut. I'm going back to the strut here. It doesn't look bad, guys. It doesn't look bad. DJ, thank you for subscribing. He looks good. He looks good. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not looking at it from the same point of view as you guys. 2K mocap, that's where it's at. 2K mocap. I remember when Kenny did that, he caught me off guard. And I'm like, oh, that's from the video. Universe is the only mode you play, then you're gonna love it. This is probably an early build. Yeah, for sure. For sure. You're getting it soon? Yeah, man, the game is coming out, man. Not a fan of either entrance? Why? What happened? They dropped the CM Punk entrance on the YouTube page? Yeah, we haven't gotten Brock Lesnar, but you said you don't care about the game, remember? You said you hate 2K, so... Let me go to their main page here on YouTube. Let me pull up their YouTube page. Hold on, because I'm on their Twitter, and their Twitter, they're not showing anything. So let me go to their YouTube. WWE 2k26. No, they don't have nothing new. They have the video that they uploaded a day ago. I thought you said that they uploaded something new. Alright, so now let's get into the article. You took 2K25 off of your Xbox? Yeah, I haven't. I gotta revisit it. By the way, we got 102 likes. You guys liked it up. That was awesome. That was awesome. Thank you for liking it up. All right, we got the article pulled up. This is from Tech Radar. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of ads, so prepare. Let me zoom in one more time. I think it would be good for you guys. All right, so this is an early... all right. Hold on. Let me get hyped up. I haven't read this, okay? I know it's about MyRise, and I know we got some new screenshots. This was published 7 hours ago, so bear with me. Let's read through it, analyze it, and then I'll share my thoughts with you guys. So we do have this article coming from Tech Radar. WWE 2k26 MyRise lead talks this year's campaign and why fan favorite Jordynne Grace is taking on the role of a villain. We work so far ahead from WWE. All right, what is happening here? We also got confirmation that AFI's Miss Mizera, that's the CM Punk theme song that you guys want from 2003. Yes, it's there. CM Punk's theme song is there. So we got a new look for Braun Breaker. He looks awesome. He's holding the WWE belt. Speaking exclusively to Tech Radar Gaming, shout out to them for providing this article. MyRise lead narrative designer Sean Conway has shed light on this year's edition of the campaign mode, known as The Comeback. Okay, so it's called The Comeback now. Instead of two separate stories for men and women of years past, or the combined stories seen last year, thank God it's not combined. This time around, you'll be a wrestler returning to WWE after a hiatus, much like Cody Rhodes, Chelsea Green, Drew McIntyre, well, even CM Punk. Known only as the Archetype. The Archetype? What kind of name is that? But your return is soon halted by Paul Heyman and either Braun Breaker or Jordynne Grace. Anyone who has been up to date with WWE will understand why Breaker's taking up the bad guy role, but the top babyface, Grace, was a surprise. When asked about this, Conway explained that we work so far ahead from WWE that we kind of have to look in our own crystal balls and try to forecast as best as we can who we think is going to be hot a year from now. And that, for example, we paired up with Braun. Oh, wow. We paired up Braun with Heyman before WWE did it. That is awesome. He explained that the team sees huge things for Grace, and while she may not be a top villain right now, she is one to watch. That is cool. That is very cool. So they didn't even know about them. Wait, this kind of froze? Hold on. We got an error here. Let me close the window. It's better than the lock. You're right. It is better than the lock. You're right. How funny, the website broke. Crashed. Let's close it and open it up again. It's, I didn't like the lock name, but I did like the lock storyline. I didn't have a problem with the lock storyline. I enjoyed it. All right, so here we go. All right. We're back. We got it up again. The return to split men and women storyline was a welcome one. Yes, thank you. But both taking on the role of the Archetype raised an alarm for me. Would these be simple rehashes where you fight Grace instead of Breaker, or is it simply a base? Conway explained. All right, so that is good thinking. That is good thinking. So basically, he was wondering, like I was left wondering now, thinking the same thing. Are we going to be playing the same exact storyline, but with a different character? Is it going to be the same decisions, the same obstacles? Well, here it gets explained. We're telling one similar story between the two divisions with different antagonists and different rivals. All right, so So yeah, it kind of is the same story, just different superstars in there. But there are substantial differences along the way. All right, this is promising. With different cutscenes. All right, different cutscenes, differences along the way. I'm all for it. Different dialogue, different moments. Overall is what we need to see, 2K. So thank you for that. After last year, oh yeah, last year I stopped to think for a second. Last year was the one that you could do the intergender stuff, and it's all like a mixed bag. I didn't really care for that too much. I'm still playing through it, but so far I didn't really like that it's intertwined, if you know what I mean. So they did 2 campaigns into one. I was curious if that was the case of cutting things back for introduction of the the island mode. I think that's a factor, Conway explained. We're always considering scope and resources. But even with that in play, Conway says, we want to make sure we're going for quality over quantity always. That is a blessing. We also talked about unlocks. Last year's My Rise mode forced you to play the storyline multiple times, which I didn't do. That's what I'm saying, not the article. Multiple times to unlock everything, which was another bit of criticism that was acknowledged. Yes. I did see some fatigue comments about, oh, I have to play this 5 times to get this reward. Yes, guys, come on. That was a bad decision. I'm sorry. So it definitely won't be to that extent this year. Conway also shared that with My Rise this year, you'll be able to unlock the likes of Polka Dot Dusty Rhodes, 2003 independent scene version of cover star CM Punk, and we have his theme song. Aside from the unlocks, my biggest problem with My Rise in recent years has been the ending, as in it just ends. Previous career modes in wrestling games would allow you to take your character through the calendar year, get into feuds, chase titles, and even if these weren't of the same quality as the original storyline, getting to do nothing with your character was always a bummer to me. That's what the article says. Okay, so now he says, so I was happy when my inquiry about it was met. Yes, it's definitely back, ladies and gentlemen. So the developer says, we put a lot of work into that. At the end of the story, it'll feature a major final decision that will set you up for some sort of new Game Plus material. You'll be able to defend championships, lose them, set up a second comeback to the top again. Conway also teased Easter eggs in the form of hidden opponents you can randomly encounter in the new Game Plus Championship loop as well. Cool. While the announcement of a shared storyline had me somewhat worried, I'm optimistic about 2K26's edition of Career Mode. If anything, the lack of over-the-top unlock requirements and finally letting me stick with my character gives it a huge edge over previous entries. Perfect. Also, you know, I had to ask about my GOAT, and yes, Baron Blade will return. That's funny. So we are going to get some of the older characters back. Great article by Tech Radar. Shout out to the developer that gave us all those new details, because now My Rise is starting to sound a lot better. Ladies and gentlemen, it is starting to sound a lot better. I think that one of the biggest problems they faced last year was that they were forcing you to play with characters you didn't care about. Like for me, for example, I created and spent so much time focusing on my male superstar that I wanted to play the story through as, and then it had me create an alternate, female lead, and it forced me to play with her. Like, I'm like, what is this? This was a little annoying, it was taking me out of the moment, and that's kind of like why I didn't push hard to finish it right away. But I promised Leader that I will be playing it and I will be finishing it. So I have to finish it at least once in 2K25 before 26 comes out. But listen, I am just happy that this year, even with the story being similar, I'm okay with, doing one for the male superstar and the female superstar, okay? I really like the fact that now you're going to be able to bounce between these two stories, make different decisions, have different cutscenes triggered, because I like the separation. I enjoy the separation, if you know what I mean. And being able to play afterwards also makes it more enticing as well. You should get your wife to make the female call. I know Erica would love that, actually. Erica loves playing The Sims, and she makes her character over and over and over. Like, she is constantly doing that. So that is a good idea, Carduki. That is a good idea. Guys, we have over 200 votes. 88% said yes, 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 you're excited. 3% said nah. 9% said I don't know yet. It's looking like the community's turning the tide a little bit. Lex probably went after the donut in his YouTube profile pic before starting the stream. No. That was before 2k25 came out. What up, Super Saiyan Sellout? I mean, Super. What's going on, man? Yes, the new Game Plus is a warm welcome. I love that they learned from their mistake. I am constantly talking about that with you guys. I hope that they learn from this. I hope that they do something different. I hope that they added more. I hope... And it seems like with everything that we've heard so far with 2k26 is that they're improving on the things we complained about. And maybe we're not getting all the stuff right away as soon as we want it to happen, but we are getting the things at least sprinkled across the board. So I'm really thrilled to see that. Oh, hold on. Mr. 2K Game says, no way they just pasted Mutiny. Really? How? They pasted Mutiny? Tell me. Why does your Xbox account have your name as... That's my full name. The biggest problem with My Rise is the constant loading. I don't really care about the constant loading or the changes. I care more about the cell phone. I feel like they didn't talk about the cell phone. That is something they really needed to talk about. What up, Tristan? The DLC, they're going to announce the roster, but they're not going to announce all the rewards. All the rewards are not going to get announced. It's going to be the same storyline as 25. Really? How do you know? Hold on, guys. We have an inside source here. We have an inside source here. What up, Taryn? It's not about... Listen, I'm glad that you brought that up. It's not just about being optimistic, everything 2K or everything WWE or everything WWE 2K as a whole. For me, it comes down to being optimistic about something that I'm looking forward to playing. You know, it could be Forza, right? Or Forza. You get me? Look at my wallpaper from my phone. Like, I'm looking forward to that. Things that I look forward to, I'd like to be optimistic, and I don't like to, like, basically overhype myself too much either, because I don't want to have false expectations. So I kind of try to stay grounded, even if I come off as like I'm glazing or over the moon about things, because I just want to enjoy the ride. So when the game comes out, at that point, then I make my analysis. Did I like this? Did I enjoy myself? Am I having fun? Those are the questions that I'm constantly trying to answer and figure out as the year goes on. But on my way to the game, listen, they're only giving us positive information. They're only giving us changes. They're only giving us updates right now. We haven't seen full gameplay because they are promoting everything else with depth. They're giving us kind of like a peek behind the scenes, if you will. With the interviews and the reveals that they've put out, they're letting you know, hey guys, we heard you. We acknowledge you. We care about you. We want you to enjoy this or that. And they're constantly giving us little pieces of information for us to really analyze what the game is going to be offering, right? That's what it comes down to. But to sit here and say, you know, that I love everything? No, there's definitely things that I don't love. There's things that I'm concerned with. There's things that I wish were a little different. I would have had a different approach to certain things that they've announced, but it is what it is. What up, Brandon? How's it going? Confused on how we can relive the Monday Night Wars now? Yeah, it's kind of crazy that My Rise is not going to feature any of that. Yeah, hey fan, Super hasn't been here in the streams all that much. I wish they would have talked more about the cell phone. Like for me, the cell phone is a big issue. The point of video game is fun. Yeah, for sure. Could we play with our friends in the island this year? I'm thinking you can, because they said they're gonna have some co-op stuff. You got your pre-order, you just need something to do. I feel you, man. That's what we're all doing right now, right? We're just waiting it out and seeing what else is new with the game. So at the end of the day, I gotta tell you guys, what I really love so far is that Universe got a nice overhaul, right? It's not a complete overhaul, but it has a nice overhaul with the draft making its debut, making it an event the way they did. The promos, like the promo interaction now, is a big deal to me because it makes me look forward to them. But they didn't talk about the rivalries. They didn't talk about the rivalries at all. Are we going to be able to do more rivalries? Are we going to be able to block out the spoilers? Are we going to be able to take off the cell phone interaction in My Rise? Did they continue to do the cell phone interaction? You know, Tech Radar, the guy that did the article, doesn't care about the cell phone apparently because he didn't ask about it, or maybe he did and he just cut it out to be nice. Super, thank you for the 2 since I'm late. Are you going to play Universe? Yeah, bro, I talked about it in my video. That's how I know you didn't watch my video, man. That's how I know you give yourself up. You comment in a video, but then you don't even watch it. Come on. Thank you for the 2, man. It's all love, but come on, man. You think we're getting videos covering my GM and the ringside pass like how we got other ringside reports? That's a good question, Carduki. I think that we'll probably get that from the people that are going to play the game early. Otherwise, why haven't they dropped it, you know? WWE games are fun, but this doesn't take away from the fact that they're giving us the same shit every year. But you said you hate 2K games, but they're fun? So you hate something that's fun? I just purchased the Demastered R-Truth and Charlotte. Oh, you're still playing my faction. Do you think we get to pick the difficulty on the gauntlet? I hope we get to pick the difficulty. And I'm assuming, yeah. I'm assuming you will be. I'm assuming you will be. Picking everything, I mean. I'm assuming you will be picking everything. I wanted to do Super Chat, but it wouldn't accept my Snap card. What? WWE games are fun, but 2K is pooping on them? I think you're just trolling at this point. I think you are a fan of WWE 2K and you're just trying to act hard. I know you're happy about WCW Thunder. Yes, man. Yes, for sure we're using that. What are you looking forward to most, my GM or Universe? I think I'm looking forward to most Universe at this moment. I wish the rivalries would just put you in a specific storyline, not just random cutscenes. B-Rose. Yes, bro. Like, I wish I could talk to the developers to see why they're spoiling the cutscenes beforehand, man. I don't like the rivalry system that they have. I wish it was just kind of behind the scenes. Like, if you have someone in a rivalry and you don't want to select the rivalry interaction and just want it to be random, let it be random. Don't go into that menu. Like, why are we forced to sit there and see the roulette, you know, where it's gonna drop, the randomizer, if even. Also, like, you can draft the whole tag team. Yes, I do like that. That's a cool feature that we haven't really stressed enough, but I like that you could do the groups all together. I like that they added ECW 94. Yes. I don't get people. If you hate the game so much, don't get it. Going to get... Well, look, the thing is that the part that I've told you guys that I don't understand is how can you hate something so much, right? So bad, be so upset, so angry, and still go around, watch every video, every stream, comment everywhere. It's just wild to me that people have so much time on their hands to complain instead of just being happy. Like, I would choose my happiness over going around complaining, personally. But maybe that's just the way they entertain themselves. Jay, what's going on, man? What's going on, JJ? It's cool that you can turn faction and team drafting on and off. Yes. Way more detailed. The draft for Universe mode is way more detailed than I expected it to be. I gotta give them credit there. You're gonna do Nitro versus Thunder. I hope they give us a new Nitro arena. No, Lex, it's not that simple. I hate the game. I work 15-hour shift. I don't have time to grind. What? It's very simple, bro. Either you're having fun with it or you're not. Bet this guy does it. Yeah, I was in their stream and he was there too. Yeah, he's everywhere. They just bash for the love of the game. I think so too, man. That's them. They bitch and then play. Yeah, pretty much, man. I'm gonna give you guys an example. Let me pause the music. This is we'll do a little serious story time here. Let's do a little serious story time, chat. I know that I'm doing the YouTube stuff, right? I'm uploading videos, I'm doing streams. I understand that. I understand that, and that automatically makes you as a viewer think, well, he's just saying that because, you know, and people have literally commented this. I'm not making this up. Oh, he's just saying this because he has to promote the game. Oh, he's just saying this because he has the YouTube channel. Oh, he's just... Guys, that couldn't be further from the truth. Like, I promise you with all my heart and love that I don't give a rat's ass about the fact that I'm doing YouTube and I'm covering the game. If the game sucked and I hated it as much as you guys that do hate it, or those that do hate it rather, I would not waste my time on it. I've played these games for so many years. I've enjoyed my time with them for so long that I am in a place, right, that I can say, okay, I'm not liking this. I'm not having fun. I'm not going to play this. That's literally my approach. I don't know if you notice, but if you watch my videos or tune into my streams all year round, you'll realize, those that have, that I talk about the things that I enjoy a lot more than the things that I don't. And the things that I don't, I bring it up to the spotlight. I give it its moment in time. I'll do a video here and there talking about why I don't like it. I'll give you my opinion, my perspective, and I'll move on. I talked about my GM last year on our road to 2k25, and I said, I'm not liking it. I don't think they gave us enough for my GM. Last year, I said that. On our way, I was not, oh my God, this is amazing. I even thought that the online was bare bones. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I didn't play it at all. I didn't play it one bit. I didn't lie to you guys. I didn't say that my GM was awesome. Every time someone asked me, I say, hey, I haven't played it yet. I'm not sure yet. I didn't even get to do a full review of the game because I didn't want to call it a full review just to upload the video early without me spending enough time on it. So I did two kinds of reviews where I talked about different modes that I played and enjoyed. I talked about what I didn't enjoy as well. And then I did another video talking about the other stuff that I played. The stuff that I didn't play, I said, hey guys, I'm not too sure how I feel about this because I haven't touched it. I haven't seen it. I don't know enough. Same thing happened with World Tour in my faction. Like, guys, when I stream, I show you my entire screen. I show you what I've done, what I haven't, and I give you my update throughout the year within the videos in case you missed the stream. If you didn't watch my streams, no worries. You'll find out soon enough within my videos. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm going to give you an authentic, genuine point of view. I'm not going to sit here and do this for the sake of content. I'm not going to buy the $150 edition because I'm doing YouTube. I'm not going to buy a My Faction pack because I want to do a video. I'm not going to do any of those things unless I am into those things. Unless I'm enjoying those things. You know, I talk about these things that I care about, and you guys may feel like maybe I'm way too happy about certain shit because that's just how I feel about those things. And I'm going to drive that point forward because that's how I'm choosing to spend my time. But if you look at the content, right, and the history of uploads, you're going to notice that there's a couple of things that I don't talk about. There's a couple of things that I don't spend any time on. And those things that I don't spend time on, it's because it's like, you know, beating a dead horse, if you will. You've never heard of that quote? You know, you don't want to beat that into the ground because it's repetitive. It's it's just it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I can't sit there all day and be miserable. Like what can you expect me from me, guys? To do a video of my GM and say, "Oh my god, this sucks. I hate this." No, I'm just not going to play it. And I'll tell you why I didn't play it. I don't think they updated enough. What up, Hatchet? It's like I said on Jesse's stream yesterday. People just want you to cuss at the 2K team. They desperately want you guys to get blacklisted from WWE from ever talking about the game again. Probably. Some probably do feel that way. But, I just can't see myself doing that, man. I stopped playing NBA on my other channel when NBA was drawing, a couple of hundreds of people throughout my live streams. I was getting a couple of thousands of views on my videos, and I stopped. And I'm loving NBA now again, and I haven't really done the streams consistently. I've done a couple of streams here and there for NBA 2K on my other channel, but I haven't obsessed over it like I once did because I learned my lesson. Like, I'm not here to get burnt out for the sake of a view or a subscription. I just can't see myself doing that because I'd be miserable. I love what I do and I love how I do it. I've learned along the way the hard way. There were times where I was talking about things I wasn't excited for and I uploaded the video and people saw right through it. And that was early on into my YouTube experiment because, I just felt like, all right, there's a new game. I love gaming. I'm going to talk about it. And you could see that I'm not passionate about it. You could see, like, I've seen those videos and it's been cringe because I'm like, bro, what was I thinking? What was I doing? Why did I even, there's just, I can't fake that, I can't fake that. Now, can I over exaggerate and do something funny for you guys to laugh and, you can make fun of me or make fun of the situation? Of course I'm going to put on a show. That's why, when people tell me, Lex, why are you talking to the chat? Lex, why are you replying to the haters? Or why are you glazing? I turn everything into a joke because that's what it is to me. It's all a joke. We're here to laugh and have a good time. That's all. I'm not going to crash out and turn the stream off and be pissed off all day. I'm not going to turn this off and blow a gasket and go on Twitter and, go crazy. No way. Not at all, not even close. So, basically, this year, in comparison to last year, even though we haven't seen gameplay right now, I can tell you that from what I've heard about my GM, I'm going to play it. I'm going to play my GM at least a little bit to see how it is. I'm going to check it out for sure. My Rise, the way they did it this year, I'm going to play it. For sure. A lot sooner, too. And last year, I said I was excited about the My Rise Invasion storyline. So I don't want to be a hypocrite either. Because last year, I did promise from the beginning of the year, yeah, I'm going to play My Rise. And I just realized that I had so much fun with the island that it took out, it took that thrill out for me. And even though the island had a bunch of garbo, I was there to just play through, the fun, quirky stuff. And I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the island a lot. For no reason, too, because I didn't even spend money on it. I just enjoyed the stories and the seasons when they came out and some of the rewards. But I didn't get around to My Rise till recently. And I'm going to stream My Rise. I am saying that on record. I promise, leader, I am going to stream My Rise. And I still got to finish 25. I still have 2 weeks left. Leader, I have 2 weeks left to make up for the whole year that I sold you out. But for 2K26, I will play My Rise. Yeah, I'm going to play through it. I'm going to play the island. I think the island is going to be even better than last year. Last year, I didn't play too much Universe. I tried doing the Superstar mode. Superstar mode was... I've said it, guys. I think Superstar mode sucks. I'm sorry. Exactly. The island filled that My Rise void. And I don't even like created characters. I gotta finish the story. Yes. I skipped out on the My Rise character in 24, but I played 23. So, it's hard for me to do that, guys, because I don't care for the created character stuff too much. You're right. I love how we're going to be able to customize our 4 and 5 person tag team alliances. Yes, I do love that. Superstar mode is such a nothing burger. Bro, that shit is like... it's hard to talk about it in any kind of way that doesn't come off as almost disrespectful. It starts to get a little disrespectful because I know someone worked on that shit. I'm enjoying 2k26. Yes, it has issues. Well, we don't know what issues it has. We don't know how much we're going to enjoy it, but I haven't completed most modes in 25. The island this year is going to be... Yeah, I think the island this year is going to be awesome. I can finish the showcase in a day if I want to. I did like the showcase. Lex, you playing showcase or gauntlet match? I'm doing the showcase. You made a good choice skipping 24 story. It was very mid. Yeah, I skipped most of them. Most of them I skipped them, but they've been a little bit better. Like, I know a lot of people say, hey, I didn't like the lock. I actually played through the lock, and I'm gonna do what Kenny suggested, because Kenny tells me that he doesn't care the cell phone like me. Like, me and him really go in on the cell phone conversation, because I really hate the cell phone stuff on MyRise. But he says he just skips over the MyRise cell phone interaction, and he just plays the cutscenes and the interactions with the characters that are in front of him. And I've never really played it like that because I felt like the cell phone was like a must. But I think I'm just going to bypass the cell phone altogether because I really despise the cell phone. Like, it's such a turnoff for me. It makes me not want to play it. I tried playing Universe mode, more specifically a Superstar mode. Yeah, the Superstar mode, just too many repeated stuff for me. Lex, dude, why are you going to play the showcase? You got I used to play Superstar mode as the lowest overall in Legend. That is, I guess, a challenge. That's a good idea to challenge yourself, Carduki. That's why you're so good. I just feel like Superstar mode is rinse and repeat with no real flavor to it. Only way I play Universe mode is in Classic. Yeah, Universe mode is much better with the Classic. Are you happy with what we got so far? Dalton, good question. Thanks for asking. I think the SVR games made me used to the cell phone. Yeah, I guess, but I don't know, man. I'd prefer another method. Like, the cell phone should be there because, you know, the live Twitter feed interaction. Like, I like the way they use it in my GM. My GM has the response there. I like that, but not the way they do it in MyRise. I feel like the way they do it in MyRise sucks. I'm putting everything on easy because I have no skills. Nothing wrong with that. Lex, side note, is there a way to get to disconnect that VPN when I'm not using it? I can't find a way to do it. Yeah, you just click on it and hit disconnect and close the app. But you have to make sure you manually disconnect it. I hope my ride gets a complete revamp. Well, MyRise, I don't think it's going to get a revamp, bro. They would have mentioned it. They would have promoted it. You look emotionless when you look at the phone in MyRise? Yes. Yes, bro. It sucks the life out of me, literally. I just can't stand it. Yes, they did say that Exhibition is going to have the same cutscenes from Universe, so I'm happy about that. I remember you had the t-shirt sales in 2K18. What do you mean? What's that? The Superstar mode is the closest thing we have to career mode? Not even, man. I got into Superstar mode and I kept getting similar or the same cutscenes and the story was just horrible. It was horrible. Alright, so like, if you guys want my feedback on something a little negative, I guess we could talk about the fact that they're doing the Monday Night Wars, and besides them doing the whole hardcore element with the weapon physics and all the other ragdoll physics, I don't really feel like they flavored the game with that theme too much. Like, the match types and the style of the game is very much WWF Attitude type, but MyRise not having that Monday Night War storyline. The island, we got to see how they do it. I know they're doing factions there, but it seems like we may not get that. And then the showcase not being about the WWF Attitude stuff, I'm like, I wish they would have given us something. Do I prefer season mode or Road to WrestleMania? I prefer season mode. But I do like the Road to WrestleMania. Feels like a nostalgia cash grab. Kinda, yeah. For marketing, yes. But for the game itself, I do see the theme. Like, the roster's gonna have the Attitude Era superstars. We're gonna have the Attitude Era arenas. That's a good excuse for me. But if you're not adding more of the theme across the board, then what are we doing? The blurred out image is another career mode from... What? You think so? The soundtrack could take advantage of what? What up, Dan? Will you be able to download Kane off of the community creations? Probably like a rip-off version of it, but not the same one. No, not the same one. You're not. It's going to be locked. The Monday Night Wars and Attitude Special Edition do feel random, seeing how the game isn't built around it. Yeah, like, the match types are justified, right? The match types are indeed justified. But beyond the match types and, like, the weapon physics that they're promoting, it doesn't feel like there's much else. It depends on what the DLC packs... Well, yeah, they could do the seasons. They could do the seasons. Ringside Pass is probably the blurred image. Yeah, I agree. In My Career, you was able to customize your shirt for VC that you would use to buy different moves. Oh, I gotcha. You get to, wait, what? Well, you do get the season. Well, you get the premium pass, yeah, but the theme of the season should be for the Monday Night Wars. At some point. 2K did another report, but not a video. Yeah. Yeah, I did that. I did that, Jason. I went over it. I'm glad you ain't got to buy the moves again. So season pass is all season. Well, it depends which one you get. If it's seasons 1 through 6, I think 1 through 4, and then there's just season 1. It depends on which edition you're buying. I do not miss having to buy moves and attires in My Career. Yeah, for sure. That was a chore. I'm doing all right. How's it going, Maroon? I hope TNA Moose will be in the game. I would love that. A TNA pack. You could buy the Attitude Era pack separately, man, but it's gonna cost more. You're buying the Monday Night Wars edition. I mean, it does come with every season in that one, so that's good. That's really good. Guys, so we covered everything that they've put out in the last couple of days. I mean, we're still going to stream. Don't worry. I'm not ending the stream yet. I'm just kind of recapping what we've gone over, and I feel like we've gotten some nice add-ons. Let me see if I could find let me see if I could find on their page some other details. 1 second, I just loaded up the Twitter page. Or even SmackDown Hotel. I could check SmackDown Hotel because WWE hasn't posted anything else. You know, we did see the article for My Rise and those new screenshots. They updated the roster page. One thing that I do want to mention, I don't know if you guys caught it, but in the video where they showed the universe and creation suite where you're basically selecting animations for characters, they did show Baron Corbin's name there. I wonder if Baron Corbin is still in the game. Buff Bagwell may be DLC. Yeah, we can't end the stream yet. We don't have an out of context clip yet. I hope we get a new submission and new attires for superstars in the ringside pass. I think we are getting some attires and some, but it'll probably be for like the island. We talking about 2K19 where you had to unlock moves? Yeah, I didn't like that at all. Yeah, that feature, I do not miss that feature, and I hope they don't bring it back. They did say that they are leaving stuff as a surprise. He was teased to be in the base game. Who? Tommaso Ciampa, Ava, Mick Foley. Well, Mick Foley's still with WWE till summertime in terms of his likeness. Did you check out the bonus sliders? Yeah, I did see the sliders that were posted. I think that more customization is better, and I'm hoping I'm going to get in there and really tinker around with that, because in previous years, I know it's been a little limited, but it's felt a little lackluster, and I'm talking about like the animations triggered or the match types triggered. It has felt repetitive with the way that they put it out as default. So I'm thinking I'm going to tweak it a little bit. Remember that they usually drop a DLC teaser separately from the launch teasers? Yeah, that's usually like a couple of days before the game comes out. Or the week of. I don't know if you guys remember, but last year and the one before that, they put the tease out like the Friday before the game came out. You bought the Monday Night War edition, fingers crossed. I think let's see. I want to see which one you guys are going to pre-order or purchase. Hold on. Let me I'm going to end the poll. Screenshot that. And now I want to see what you guys vote for. What up, Mark? Hold on. All right, here we go. Here's the poll. I want to see what you guys are voting for. Which WWE 2k26 are you buying? Standard, King of Kings, Attitude Era, or Monday Night Wars? All right, Dan, I'll see you later, man. I'll see you later. Lex, you have to do a video about how to get infinite XP in 5 minutes. Well, that's going to be tough because there's not going to be a way to do infinite XP. There is going to be ways to get XP easier, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people covering that conversation because that's like the hottest topic this year and what everyone is worried about. But I mean, I'm going to be live streaming my grind for the most part. I'm going to show you guys what I did and how I approach it. I think everyone is going to have their own way. I don't think there's going to be just one particular way. I'm sure there's going to be challenges and double XP that you guys are going to be able to do to get more points, but it's going to come down to your playstyle, really, because if they tell you, hey, you got to play my faction to earn this, do you really want to play through my faction forced? I wouldn't want to do that. All season modes unlocked for all battle passes. Well, the seasons are going to come out when they come out. It's even if you buy all of them initially. You don't get everything from the start. The only thing you get are the packs that come with the King of Kings, Attitude Era, and Monday Night Wars. But you're not going to get the whole season for the 1 through 6. You got to wait for the seasons to come out. Yeah, I do see that we're getting the AAA characters. I do see that. Have you seen any of my simp messages? I've seen some of them, Tristan. Normally, I would have gone for the deluxe. I know, man. The deluxe is always like the best one to get because $100 you get everything. But this year, they made it to where you really got to buy the 150 edition. Your brother pre-ordered the Monday Night Nitro for you? Nice. Not going to buy the tier skips? I'm definitely not buying no tier skips. I don't recommend it. I don't suggest it. I don't hope it. You know, I hope you guys don't give them that bread, but it is up to you. I love how the WWE 2K developer said the seasons will never expire. I love that too. I love that too. That is probably one of the biggest features that made it feel like they weren't super thirsty. You're an aspiring comedian? Hey, that's what's up. Any AAA character you want in the game outside of Mr. Iguana for obvious reasons. To be honest with you, I don't care for Mr. Iguana. There's no real AAA superstar that I know all like that except maybe Alberto Del Rio and Hijo de Vikingo. So, probably just Hijo. I'll take him. How do you feel about the MFTs having both face paint and... Oh, I love that. I actually love that the MFTs are going to be represented properly in this year's game. Yeah, you get to go at your own pace with the seasons. That's the biggest feature that I think people should focus on versus feeling like you got to get everything right away. How many Brock Lesnar models do you think you're going to get? I think you'll probably be able to get maybe 2 or 3. When is the cutoff point to get early access? When early access runs out when the standard game comes out, so it'll be early access until the game comes out, the standard. That'll be the cutoff. These bonus sliders will make it where every match means something. Yeah, exactly. They're making it feel like what you do behind the scenes to set up your universe is really going to matter. Vikingo is going to have a fun moveset. I sure hope that they gave him custom moves, because if they copied and pasted stuff that is already in the game, that's going to be a little annoying. Carduki, I did want to ask you. I forgot to ask you, Carter. What were you talking about? What were you talking about? That I looked tired or burnt out. What is it that you were talking about in the YouTube video? Guys, I did want to mention, look at what I picked up. It came in the mail the other day. I was waiting to get both of them. I got to do a collection update real soon. I know recently on stream, I showed you guys my entire wrestling collection for the games that I have. But I just got in the mail this past week and yesterday 2 brand new WWF games. Are you ready? I know you're not ready, but here it is. So I got SmackDown Just Bring It, which I did talk about which games I was getting. I talked about it in Discord a little bit, but SmackDown Just Bring It, complete. And it's funny because this used to be from a video store, it seems, since they have like the barcode. But I got SmackDown Just Bring It. I'll never forget when I was a kid, I got this game for Christmas. I got this game for Christmas when I was a kid, and I'm so happy to have it back in my collection after all these years. And then I got this one for, I don't know if you guys remember, but I pointed out that this white thing here at the bottom, that's the Sega Dreamcast that I recently picked up. I got WWF Attitude. When I was growing up as a kid, I had this game on the Nintendo 64. But the Nintendo 64, it's just the cartridge. You know, it's not CIB like this. This is the complete game with the manual and the artwork for the box. I don't have any desire to buy those Nintendo 64 games with the box because they're either super messed up or super expensive if they're in good condition because it was a piece of cardboard. So having this on Dreamcast for the first time ever, I can't wait to finally check it out. But look at this, how cool. And I picked them up relatively cheap for how much they go for. I have WWF Warzone for PS1, which I've showed you guys that one before. So I got Warzone for PS1 and I got this one for the Dreamcast. I wanted to have a game that I really liked for the Dreamcast that I not just feel nostalgic for, but a game that I'll actually play. So I picked it up. You seem kind of tired in the universe video. Wasn't as much energy as usual. Really? Maybe it's because of the way that I edited it. And I was also looking at the video breaking things down, so I was like more laid back. But yeah, man, this is my first Dreamcast game for the console that I have right here. I'm pointing at it right here. First Dreamcast game as an adult, because I had the Dreamcast as a kid with different games on it. But yeah, those are my two WWF pickups. And then right here is the other stack of wrestling games back here. And I have some on my shelf. But yeah, man, I'm hyped. I'm excited for those retro streams and retro games. I'm telling you, that's why I gotta tell you guys the truth. If WWE 2K ends up being a hot pile of garbage, I'll just end up doing the retro streams and the retro games because I have all of them and I'll just play the ones that I really love. I'll revisit the ones that are okay. And I'm gonna have fun with wrestling and gaming one way or another. I'm not gonna just sit here and overhype something that I could, you know, that I don't care about. All right, so let's see how the voting is going. I thought, Carter, I had you as a mod before, but I think you changed your account. I think you changed your account or something. Backyard Wrestling. I have that one too. All right, so 62 votes in 9 minutes. Which 2K26 are you buying? $70, $100, $130, $150. 68%, well, 66% says Monday Night Wars. 20% says Standard. 8% said Attitude Era. 6% said King of Kings. L's in the chat for the sellout? Hell yeah. Lex, with my shows, I use Share Factory to edit out. Oh yeah, those are good. Share Factory on PlayStation is awesome. Share Factory is awesome. All right, so 65. Oh, okay. I see it spreading around. You're getting the 130 edition. Nice. All right, so we've gone over everything that they dropped. Like I said, now it's your turn to tell me, what am I missing, guys? What have they revealed that I haven't talked about on stream yet? And what answers do you want me to give you? Like, do you have any questions for me about the information that has recently come out? Like, for my opinion, like for 2K26, I'm saying. Anything you guys want to talk about that I haven't brought up? Because I feel like we've covered a good bit. You're getting the Monday Night War edition when it's on sale. You're Rhea Ripley doing the stink face at a live event. Kenny Baum just dropped the video. I think it might be new. Nice. Gotta go check it out. I think we are in for some more big surprises. That's a good point that you brought up the surprises. WWE 2K always drops, you know, these things, these ringside passes, not these things. I was trying to think of the word. The ringside, not the passes. The pass is the new thing. I'm talking about the ringside report where they give you all the details. They drop all these details and all these entrances and roster updates and all this crap, but they always leave out. They always leave out some crucial stuff that the community gets surprised with when the game comes out. So we're still in for a treat, guys. We're still in for a treat. 2K gonna have some good money to get better marketing. They just use social media and all the content creators at this point, right? What up, Blue? Do you think we'll have some more save slots for creating arenas? I think it's gonna be the same number of slots. I think they didn't touch that. Same for the uploads. Some news on My Rise dropped. Yeah, I talked about the article. That was from Tech Radar. We went over the article already. How much are those two games individually? Are you talking about WWF Attitude? I could tell you right now, actually. You didn't talk about that last night. What didn't I talk about? Jey Uso's entrance? I did talk about it at the start of the stream. You're going to pre-order a few days before release? That's what's up. All right, here's my order. I bought it from So I bought this game for $7, and then I had to pay for the shipping. The shipping is funny. The shipping almost cost as much as the game. Let me put it here, right here. I paid $7 for the game, and the shipping was $5.45. So I ended up paying, with taxes and shipping, it was $13. So $13 for this game, which is a good price because it goes for like 20-something dollars, or about $20 on Dreamcast. And then this one, I've been very patient too. I'm not gonna overpay for any of these games. So this one, I paid $6 for this one, and then the shipping was like $4.47, and then taxes and everything, I paid $11. I paid $11 for this one, and this game typically goes for like $15 to $20 as well. RVD with the $2. Thank you. Hell yes. Caught another stream. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I got WWE All-Stars for the Wii. I showed it. It's in that stack back there. I showed it on stream the other day. But now I gotta update you guys with these 2 new games. I gotta update you guys again of all the wrestling games that I have. But I'm gonna wait a little bit before I get some more. Am I taking that flight? Well, I'm getting it for PlayStation. I can't do it on PlayStation. I'm gonna play it on the PS5 Pro, but I'm gonna see how I find a way to do that. We'll figure it out. Not on the PlayStation, but on Xbox. I'll figure it out. Do you think we will get gameplay improvements? Yeah, they said that the gameplay would, like the wrestlers are gonna have the ragdoll physics, and there's gonna be some. They streamlined the gameplay. That's kind of like the wording they use. So the gameplay has changed. Was never a fan of All-Stars. I don't know why. Just didn't gel for me. Yeah, it's okay. Whose entrance do I want to see next? Ooh, thanks for asking. I would like to see an updated Drew McIntyre entrance. I would like to see an updated Drew McIntyre entrance. I mean, they gave me Ricky Saints. I was really happy about Ricky Saints. I'm happy to see Obafemi. Let's see. Who else would I like to see, though? What's the first game mode you're going to play? Well, I'm going to do the tutorial, and then I'm going to do an exhibition multi-man match. Joe Hendry. Yes, Joe Hendry, of course. Wave your hands from side to side and say, I believe in Joe Hendry. The New Day, that'll be cool. Triple H 98 entrance. I want to see it with the classic theme song. You're from the same city as Joe Hendry? Nice. Rusev is another good one, yes. Rusev Machka. Rusev is going to be a champion in my universe. I got a fun game to play with you guys. Who's going to be your United States champion? We'll start off with that. For male and female, who's going to be your male and female United States champion? So we got Rusev. Oh, Zaraya. Yeah. She's going to have a good one. Trick Williams. Ooh, that's a good one. Female Naomi. That's a really good one. Even though she was world champ. Penta. Glad to see Macho Man 98. I want to see some more Macho Man personas. Create a character you make up? Really? You want Aiden English back? So you could do Rusev Day. Ego. Ethan Page and Jordan Grace. Ricky and Jada Parker. What up, VJ? For male, El Grande, LA Knight, yeah. Austin Theory and Bailey. LA Knight and Selena Vega. All right, for me, let's see. I'll probably do Rusev. Ooh, and Natty. I'll do Natty, but it has to be the updated Natty. That is one thing. I'm going to do the updated Natty as soon as the game comes out. All right, now let's do the IC champ. This is for your universe. We're trying to say who is going to be our champion for our universe mode. Who's going to be the Intercontinental Champion? Oh, Sol Ruka, that's a good one. Kit Wilson's my jobber. You just bought the Monday Night Wars? Nice. Sami Zayn, IC Champ. IC Champ, AJ Styles and AJ Lee. Ooh, so many AJs. Goldberg and Zaraya. It all depends who I draft to each brand. Miz and Naomi. Ooh, Miz and Naomi. That's a good one. Can you count yourself in universe mode? Whoever you want to put in your universe. Who's going to be your champion in universe? My IC Champ is a dirty person, actually. Dirty Dom. That's a good pick. Jada Parker and Kofi Kingston. CM Punk and AJ. Trick Willie. JC Jane and Jacob Fatu. Well, I'll take it back. I'll put Natty as my IC champ. And my US champ, it'll be Chelsea Green. I gotta have Chelsea Green with the Tron that she has and all that and the Secret Service. Chelsea Green will be my female US champ. I gotta give it to her. Nick Aldis, that's a good pick. Ray Phoenix and AJ, that's another one. All right, so let's do the world title for Universe Mode. Who's gonna be your male and female champ? For the world title. My Player and Bianca. Oh. Joe Hendrick, IC champ. Roman and Liv. No. World title, like just a world heavyweight championship for the women and men. Roman and Rhea. Finn and Raquel. Raquel's a good one. Queen Keisha, that's me. And my other pick will be Lash Legend. Roman World and Naomi Women's. Ah, you took mine. I am definitely doing Naomi. Punk and Steph, gotta keep it IRL. Jey Uso. I'm definitely doing Naomi, but for the men, Gunther and AJ Lee, that's a good one. Naomi and Seth, that's a good one. It's all about the bloodline. Man, I think I would do Naomi and Roman for the world title as well. I was thinking about who else I would want to do as world champ, but I got to go Naomi and Roman. Roman is going to be the one that you got to defeat. All right, now for the Undisputed. Or we'll just call it WWE Champ. WWE Champ, that's what they call it now. Attitude Era Universe would be cool. The Rise of Oba. Oba and Alexa Bliss. for the WWE champ. Mark Henry and Naomi. Okay. Oh, Oba and Blake. Nice. We need those chants for whoop that trick. Fatu. That's a good pick. Bray and Rhea. Jacob and Charlotte. Let me see. Who's an awesome female superstar that I really like? Man, I'll probably do Jade Cargill. I'll probably do Drew McIntyre and Jade Cargill. Jacob and Tiffany, those are good picks too. Ray Phoenix and Lash, okay. World Heavyweight Champion, Oba Femi. Oba Femi. Jade is boring. WWE is booking her boring, but she ain't boring. Will she defend? She's definitely defending. WCW Days Booker T, hell yeah. And not have a baby. Mark Henry better defend it. Oba and Jordan Grace. Fine. I'll do Jordan Grace as well. I'll do Jordan Grace. WWE champ. I'll do Drew and Grace. I'll steal VJ's pick. Oh, Carter did it too. Logan Paul as WWE champion? Whoa. Logan Paul as WWE champ. Oh, AAA. That's a good one. Let's do the AAA. Let's do the AAA champ. That's a really good one, Straight Edge. I'll do Rey Mysterio for AAA as well. I'll do Rey Mysterio and Stephanie Vakir. Vikingo. Rey Mysterio. Jade is a powerhouse, and she's awesome. And Flamer. Who's Flamer? Man, I'm going to do Rey Mysterio and Stephanie Vakir. Rey Phoenix, that's a good one. Yeah, I should have put Mysterio, Rey Mysterio, because now it could be Rey Phoenix. Dirty Dom, that could be Dirty Dom's title. Io Sky and Rey Mysterio, that's good. Yeah, Io Sky, I mean, that's a really good one. We didn't even mention Io Sky. I forgot about her for a second because I was focusing on Naomi. I book it my way? Okay, I'm sorry. I don't copy modern WWE, though. I had my... Okay. Nothing wrong with that. La Parka and Lola Vice. Maybe Rey Phoenix and someone else. I don't know. You don't know who Lady Flame is? I'm not sure. Oh, Grande Americano. That's a good one. We could do Grande Americano. If I want info on AAA, I'll happily give it to you. All right, give me some AAA superstars that should be in the game. The only AAA superstar I really know is Alberto Del Rio. WWE Tag Champs. Oh, yeah, we got to talk about WWE Tag Champs. Let's do the WWE Tag Champs. That's a good one. Hey, WWE Tag Champs. You know I got to do the MFTs. And then I'll do Nia Jax. And Lash Legend. Lex and Kenny Bomb. Motor City. New Day. Wyatt 6. Bronson Reed and Austin Theory. What up, Joker? The Bushwhackers. Dolph Ziggler and AJ Lee. Nick Aldis is going to be in the game. Batista, that would be a good one. Lex and Joe Hendry. You're gonna put me in your game? I'm gonna make a Lex Hendry character for you guys to download if you want. Now we got the Joe Hendry shirts. Current topic is who would you like to see as a champion in your universe mode, and we're doing the tag champions right now. I gotta do Lash Legend and Nia Jax. And then I gotta do the MFTs. And then we gotta do the World Tag Champs. Remember, we gotta do the World Tag Champs. Motor City WWE and Women's Tag Judgment Day. Oh, yeah, we could do the Judgment Day for the Women's Tag. That's a good one. DX and Nia and Lash. I'm planning a storyline for Lex Hendry and Joe Hendry feud at WrestleMania. Wow. Demolition and Liv and Raquel. What's going on, Aaron? Happy Adam and Nick is in the game. I do like them. Nia Jackson China. That's a good one. Lex, in the draft, would you have your champions be eligible to be drafted? I definitely will. I definitely got to do it. I got to do AJ Lee and Alexa Bliss. I'm making a WWE Underground title? Really? That's a good idea. Underground matches. That's a good idea. World Tag Champs. All right, so now we got to do the other tag titles. The one that are on Raw. The World Tag titles. Who's the World Tag Team? We already got the female, but now for the men. Adam and Nick. Now they'll do the New Day in the New Game, I think. I'm gonna forget about all of this when the game drops. I know, we're just having fun right now. I'm gonna forget too. We're going to let John Cena get his win on Gunther. You're gonna do that match again? Well, Motor City's SmackDown, then we might use Community Creations for the Ascension. The Ascension? You like them? Is Tom and Nick Mysterio in the game? Dominic. You got more titles on each show? You pay $175? Nice. New Jack and Shark Boy? The Usos? Yeah, we gotta do the Usos. I'll do the Usos. Tori Wilson, I'm not sure. Enzo and Big Cass, and you can't teach that. I'm gonna put the Thunder Arena in my universe. So I'm gonna do a WCW universe where it's just Nitro and Thunder. And then I'll do a WWE one. Like, I'm gonna split up the universe saves. That way it's not all the same. I like splitting it up. So we're gonna do some live streams as well, guys. I want to do some live streams. Last year we did it a couple times and I had so much fun, but I want to run it back this year again, where you guys get to like pick the matches with me. Like, we get to vote on which matches we're gonna set up and all that. Not like an EFED. I don't care about doing those EFED. I don't really have fun doing the CPU versus CPU. That's not really that fun to me, but I'll definitely do some live streams with you guys. Doing like the WCW one, and I'm not just gonna put WCW wrestlers in there, spoiler alert. I'm gonna put some other people, but maybe we could do like AAA as well. We could do like AAA and have some lucha there, you know. We could do that'll be cool. I think that'll be a really good idea. Online universe would be awesome, man. That's what I want LWF to feel like, but we don't have that capability. Eddie Guerrero versus Shawn Michaels match. I mean, Eddie Guerrero will definitely be in the AAA universe. Where will everyone put the draft in universe? What do you mean? What about NXT? Well, we could do the NXT champions. NXT World Champ. Who's the NXT World Champ? For me, it's going to be Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints and JC Jane. NXT North American. We could do that one after. But think about NXT World Champ. Shiloh Hill? Is he even in the game? LWF is always on both platforms. Ricky Saints and Sol Ruka. I gotta do JC Jane or maybe Lola Vice, maybe. Ethan Page. I'm gonna do current roster setup for Universe and a fantasy roster and a superstar. All right, those are three good ideas there. Classic Tyler Breeze. Oh, Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry. I forgot about Joe Hendry, and I put Ricky Saints. Oh, like when you're going to do the draft event. I got you. I think doing the draft after WrestleMania probably for me. Joe Hendry and Lola Vice. Fallon Henley. Booker T confirmed he is singing Joe's theme. I can't wait to see that. So for me, I'll do Ricky Saints. I don't know, because I also like adding different superstars to NXT. I like doing different superstars in NXT, like not just the NXT roster, but I like JC Jane and Ricky Saints. For the North American, I'll do Sol Ruka and Joe Hendry. The draft after Backlash? Well, yeah, because Backlash is a pay-per-view that follows WrestleMania. I forgot about Blake Monroe. Baby Randy as NXT champ. You could start the universe going into the Rumble. That's probably when I would start it. Evolve DLC? I don't want... I mean, I'll get the arena, but I don't want the Evolve superstars. Triple H for NXT champ with 2k25 giving him the deluxe cover. Well, 26, yeah. I think he's his bright future. Jeff and Matt Hardy would be awesome. If they were in the game, they'd be tag champs for me too. Oh, Brian Pillman. I probably would have used Brian Pillman too much. Tatum and Saquon Sugars. Some of them good. They probably are good, but no, I don't want to waste DLC on no Evolve. Broken Hardys would be good. Dark State, man. Dark State is going to get buried in my universe. Dark State is getting buried in my universe. I don't care. I'd rather get TNA and AAA over Evolve. The match with Rigo and Cesaro? No, but I saw Cesaro versus Sami Zayn. Kenu Carver? Who are these people? What are the top 3 calls you'll download first? Good question. Top 3 calls. Let's do that. Top 3 calls I'm downloading. Sting. Jeff Hardy if he's not in it. MJF. John Moxley. That's more than 3. Bro, you really need to watch NXT. I only watch the PLEs, man. I only watch the PLEs, man. What up, Kenny? Lex the Don. Big Kenster. Will Ospreay, Adam Cole, and Lex Hendry? You really got some plans for Lex Hendry and Han Leader. I hope they allow us to import and export the Lex Hendry, not the Lex Hendry, the created characters. Because I would have exported my Lex Hendry from the island. We got Kenny Bomb in the house. Who will I bring back? I'm bringing back Sting. Royce Keys. I hope they give us Royce Keys as a DLC character. They gotta give us Royce Keys, man. They flew him out to the Connecticut and all that. They gotta scan him. Scan him, put him in the game. I don't want to hear it. We're paying too much money. We don't gotta wait till next year. We're paying $150. Have you pre-ordered your copy yet? No, Aaron, not yet. My boy and I, Stunna and I, we're gonna be pre-ordering it next week. Next week? Well, yeah, because it'll be the week before the game comes out. So yeah, I think next week is when we're pre-ordering it. We're doing game sharing. They have enough time to put them in DLC? Well, do they? Because the last season I think is in October. Is your boy Steve Austin? I love Steve Austin. I love me some Steve Austin. They did put Jordan Grace into the 25 for DLC. They did. Peyton Royce? Are you going to put the Lucha Bros together or not? That's a good tag team, but I don't know if I'll care to put them together. But maybe, because I don't know where I put Penta. Who getting the VC? You or him? Well, they said that you could game share it. I think I'll be getting it because of the main account. Like, we're putting it on my account on PlayStation. He was talking about wanting to get it for Xbox too, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I want to make sure that we get it not pre-ordered, but purchased for PlayStation first, because I want a main on PlayStation for the PS5 Pro. Listen, I'm going to say it again. If Penta debuts in January and makes the game by July, then Royce gotta be. Yeah, I would love that. No, pre-order before the 23rd, because if you pre-order after the 23rd, you won't get all the extras. Oh, like you're talking about the VC. It's like 15K. I think you get like 15K. You're bringing them back, F them in AEW? Well, yeah, I gotta get MJF. I gotta get John Moxley. Never touching a console version of the game, PC only. Yes, I'm one of those guys. Nothing wrong with that RVD, especially on PC when you could unlock everything. Maybe Chris Jericho. I'll probably download Chris Jericho. I hope Matt Cardona's DLC. I would love to have Matt Cardona in the game. He'd be my US champion. Woo, woo, woo. You know it. You'll be watching my live streams. Let's go. LFG. I don't want no LFG DLC. Ugh. I mean, you could do a season and have an arena unlocked, but ew. Carter, don't give them any ideas to bring those sorry ass people in here, man. We need some main eventers. We need some real ballers. Woody said it was 32,000 for 25. Yeah, you get some extra VC for 2K25, but man, that shit don't matter. 2K25 is going in the gutter. PS5 games are better optimized than PC games. Well, PC runs a lot of mods and stuff though, man. Chris Danger and Hornswoggle both trolled that they were in the crate from Raw. I wonder what they want to do. No, not NBA. I'm sorry. No, not NBA. I do not want another NBA pack. Please, for the life of me, 2K, do not do that. I did not like that at all. Not one bit. Oh, man. I just read right now that they don't want to do 2 different Batman movies. I just read that right now. They don't want to do 2 different Batman movies. James Gunn wants to do the Batman trilogy with Robert Pattinson and move on. What is that? I will crash out if we get another NBA DLC. If we do, Lex, I'm blaming you. No, I did not. I said ballers like some good wrestlers. I want 60 frame entrances on console, man. Well, you know we're going to get some celebrity stuff. MLB DLC? No! MLB DLC? Are you kidding me? No NFL either. Hell, what? UFC, yes. We need some more combat. But NFL? MLB? NBA? Hell no. Hockey? Ew. No NHL. No. LeBron. Favorite UFC wrestlers? Well, we would have to bring in Conor McGregor like immediately. Hip hop DLC? It depends who. I don't want no Travis Scott. Patrick Mahomes. I want Matt Cardona, man. Jelly Roll? I don't want no Jelly Roll. Speed? Speed didn't wrestle. He got bamboozled and tossed over the rope. Man, y'all gotta stop with these suggestions, man. 2K, if you're listening or reading the chat, please don't listen to them. They don't know what they're saying. They don't know what they're saying, 2K. I don't want that. Did you get banned? What do you mean you got banned? If they wrestled like Shaq, then I'm cool. If they wrestled like Shaq, yeah, I guess. Jake Paul. You want speed so you can put him in a handicap match? I'm done with you guys. I'm done with you guys. Don't listen to Lex, listen to us. No, no! Jelly Roll better be on disc. Kendrick Lamar, I ain't never using none of those people, man. No way. You don't watch those sports? Exactly, exactly. Joshua Hookaway, man. He says that he don't want none of those sports. He's from the UK. Me too. I don't want those sports either. I'm from the UK. I'm in the UK, okay? I don't want none of those. You're having a really good time on the stream. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. What up, Brian? What other dream match could be in Punk's showcase? You know that he's doing the CM Punk versus CM Punk? That's where I thought we were going to get the Ring of Honor version, but I guess it's not going to be CM Punk versus CM Punk since they confirmed this My Rise. Chris Brown and Rihanna? Intergender wrestling? No. I do hope they put Jeff Hardy in the game. Punk versus Carino? Who the hell's Carino? Chris Masters? I did like Chris Masters' theme song, man. Give me Kaisen. I saw somebody posted on Twitter that Kai Cenat is making like $280,000 a month, and he hasn't streamed in like 4 months off of people that pay for the subscription. I'm not even reading that, Zachary. I like NHL, just don't want them in 2K. Exactly. What's stopping them from putting Jeff Hardy? Money, money, money! I don't even know. Do I still play 2K25? I haven't played it in a couple of days. Maybe like a week or two now. I think it's been probably like 2 weeks that I haven't played it. No, less than 2 weeks, because I played it to get some footage for a video. So yeah, I have played it recently. Eugene, I don't want no Eugene. I don't want no Phil Brooks either. Canelo Alvarez versus Brock, man, y'all, oh man. The Master Lock. We need the Master Lock. If Drake, his finisher will be a minor? Oh, no. Don't ignore my messages. I want you to laugh, bro. I'm not ignoring you, Tristan. There's a lot of people commenting. Snitsky? Bro, why are you guys mentioning all these bums, bro? You guys are mentioning way too many bums right now. I know you guys are trolling. You guys are trolling way too hard right now. Jimmy Wang Yang? I'm done, man. Test. All right, I'll take Test. Test and Albert. So they could be with Trish Stratus. Hornswoggle, who Lex wants in 2. I don't want no Hornswoggle. I'll take Rhino. Mantor? Isn't that the guy that's in AEW? I'd love to have Kalisto and Sin Cara. Mr. T or Tyson. El Torito. Sabu and yeah, Sabu would be cool, man. Sabu would be really nice. Alberto Del Rio, you know we ain't getting Alberto Del Rio. Guys, 111 people voted. 67% is getting the Monday Night Wars $150 edition. More than half. That's a lot. Spike Dudley. Spike Dudley wouldn't be too bad. I wouldn't really use him, but I wouldn't mind having them there. Eugene moveset was peak. He had everyone's finisher as a regular move. Raven. Am I surprised? I guess I'm kind of surprised because everyone was talking about how expensive it is. Orlando Jordan. Tajiri. I'll do Tajiri. Tajiri, part of the Attitude Era. We got to get Tajiri in there. Lord Tensai. No Giant Gonzalez. With AAA being in the game now, we could get Alberto Del Rio. You know it ain't happening, bro. They don't have Alberto Del Rio on TV when WWE be doing their shows with them. EC3, that ain't happening. Velveteen Dream, that ain't happening. Shanky, Veer Mahan. Nah, you guys, I could tell you guys ran out of gas. You guys are just saying a whole lot of nothing. Billy Kidman, I never care for Billy Kidman. Jinder Mahal, that's what we need. Former world champion, Jinder Mahal. Ryback ain't never doing nothing with WWE. Jimmy Snuka, oh, nah, that's it. Y'all fell off a cliff right now. That's it. This conversation's over. Scotty 2 Hotty and Grandmaster Jay with Rikishi. Brodus Clay. Now, for real, we need Royce Keys. Tugboat on Earthquake. They're in the Hall of Fame. I wonder if we do end up getting a TNA pack. Why are people complaining about Oba's mocap? Isn't it the same as last year? That's why they're complaining. Because they didn't do the different strut. Brad Maddox. Rosa Mendes. Hiding. Oh my goodness. Nah. Bro, you guys are going off right now. Evan Bourne, Ruthless Aggression era, Batista. Yes, we need some more Batistas. Lil Jimmy, Gilbert, Al Snow. I will take Al Snow. What would happen if WWE gave us Jericho? Well, they said his contract is frozen, so. Perry Saturn, he's a good filler. Kenny Bomb snoozing. Speaking of Kenny Bomb, we actually have a collab video that I'm dropping probably tomorrow. It seems like we're not going to get much more information than we've already gotten. We got that article from Tech Radar today. We got some entrances. I don't think we'll be getting much more. Honestly, I think we're pretty much done for maybe the week. BDE, man. Al Snow will give us head as a weapon for sure. So hyped for the stream. Oh yeah. Axe, Smash, and Crush. I want Mr. K. Santino Marella. Lillian Garcia. I would like Lillian Garcia back. King Kong Bundy. All right, let's take a screenshot of this poll. Gangrel. I'll take Gangrel's theme song for sure. Lex Hendry, no debate. 67% voted Monday Night Wars. WWE 2K is going to be having a field day. Did the developer of My Faction mention something about us receiving? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I wish we got some My Faction stuff. I really want to see if they gave us anything new because My Faction has been a blunder. We got 140 likes, man. Thank you guys so much for liking it up, stopping by the stream. I had so much fun with this one. We've been on a roll with the streams, man. The streams have been a lot of fun. If we get a lot more news tomorrow, I'll do another stream. If not, let me see. Tomorrow's Thursday. We'll probably do maybe another stream on Friday. Because I think by Friday we should have enough stuff to talk about. We've already caught up with just about everything. So I think Friday seems like a good one. He said something about it on Twitter. Are you talking about that dude that revealed that he worked on My Faction? What's his name so I could look it up? Let me see. But I thought we were getting another ringside report to for something else. Who do we need to perform those kind of favors on to get Lexx to Creator Fest? RVD, man, I don't even know. I don't even know, man. Can't even tell you. Let me see if I find the developer. Let's see. It's so funny. Somebody uploaded a video of SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 with the crowd reaction. I'm trying to see if I find it. Content creators must demand a new pin system. No, we don't. We don't got to demand no new pin system. What are you talking about? Brian, all right, let me see. All right, I just found his page. Hold on. Nah, he didn't. He just said the thing about the challenges. He didn't talk about. Maybe he replied to a comment or something. Let me see his replies because he didn't post it himself. Nah, I don't see nothing here on his page that tells me that they're doing a report tomorrow of my faction. I don't think it's happening. We need Chavo. Ooh, didn't Chavo sign with WWE? I thought I read something about that. Almost time for Dynamite? Yes. Almost time for me to eat some dinner. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. What up, Marco Mania? Just Incredible? I never really watched him. I'd like to see some classic ECW female representation. You know what's funny? I don't know any of them. Psychosis? That would be pretty sweet. You had some pizza for dinner? Nice. Yeah, no, I don't know, Carduki. I don't see anything on that end. I don't see anything for a report dropping tomorrow. But I mean, today we did get that article. We did get some entrances. We did get this stream that we got to hang out and talk some crap. And now it's time to wait till the next drop. I will be dropping another video. Like I said, we got a collab with Kenny dropping on the channel. I hope you guys tune into that. I hope you guys had some fun today. And let's see what else is next. All right. Have a good night. Enjoy AEW. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's go.
Shining so bright, palm trees sway when the story unfolds. The echoes of triumph and breezes bold. Lexx paints the skies with an unstoppable might. Every stage it becomes their light. In the heart of the sea where champions reside, Lexx Henry reigns on a decimal tide. Strength in the name, courage in the voice. The island roars, it's made its in their flight. The island's champion shining so bright. On the heart of the sea where champions reside, Lex Hendry reigns an unstoppable tide. Strength in the name, courage in their voice, the island roars, it's made its choice. Lex Hendry, the world turns to see. The power and grace of destiny's free. With the sun at their back and the stars in their flight,